Hello everyone, it's me again, and upon Vivi's request to find out what happens between the lovely Pumpkin and Amethyst, and I'm going to be playing a bit more of Sweet Fantasy, as much as I'm dying inside, but you know, at least I get to see some nice boobs whilst I do it. It's all good. So we got to the point where Pumpkin has given Amethyst her flowers, and let's see how things go. Is there a need for occasion? I just found those beautiful flowers in the forest and decided to bring it to you. Well, thank you then. You really didn't have to. Them in the bedroom. Yes, well, what about Amanita shrooms? Amanita shrooms? Oh fuck. Well, I just knew that this bouquet was for a reason. You forgot about the task and decided to make amends with flowers. No! Well, not really. I really did look for mushrooms, but it's as if they totally disappeared. I swear there wasn't a single one. Oh gods, I just knew it. I can't count on you at all. Actually, we have Amanita shrooms growing behind the house, but you were gone for half a day and still didn't bring any shrooms. Behind the house? Oh! Sure! Enough! Get out of my sight. I'll go get it myself. Don't worry, I'll go! Well, no thank you. And then you'll come back tomorrow morning and bring me some other nonsense. And not really what I need. But, Miss Amethyst, go make dinner instead. Just be careful when you read the recipes. I know you well. The thing you made last time nearly killed our guest, and he's a goblin with cast iron stomach. He's a goblin with is it a goblin? Well, at least now I know that it's best not to add wolfsbane to pancakes. You're a dryad. You should know this without any experiments. Really? Yeah, I guess. See, she's a menace. A prancing menace. I swear, no more wolfsbane. Alright. Now that we settled our shrooms problem, I could finally breathe easy. But there's still a great challenge ahead of me. Now I had to make dinner without spoiling things. Yes, it will not be an easy task, but for the sake of Miss Amethyst, I'll do anything. There she goes again, being all stalkery. I think I'd better not come up with something off the top of my head and stick to some existing recipe in the library. Though Miss Amethyst forbids me to go there because she's scared I'll do something to her books. Oh, in the last video I made, I spoke about peeing on books. Books just keep coming into the picture. But it's not like I want to read something. I have a reason. But, of course, it would be better for Mistress not to know that I'm going to the library. I think she won't be very happy about it. I waited until Miss Amethyst had gone to the lab and then quietly slipped into the library, carefully closing the door without loud noise. See, that's the sound of me, like, closing stuff without making a noise. You have to do some sort of weird vocal sound effect of victory. Oh, there's so many books! I'd imagine Miss Amethyst has been collecting them all her life. Of course, most of them were magic and witchcraft books, but there were also romance novels, which were covered in dust, with dust. Pity. Maybe if the mistress was more interested in novels, she would be more romantic and finally pay attention to me. Never mind. I'm here not for this. I'm here to pee on the books. I need to find some cookbook with recipes for dinner tonight. There has to be at least one book for novice cooks amongst all these piles of books. I began to look through the books on the shelves, but couldn't find the one I need. Some magic writings, alchemy reports, and other nonsense. But then I saw a book without a title on one of the upper shelves. Ah! I reached for it, but my hand slipped and I dropped the book on myself. The book banged me on the head and I immediately grabbed it. Looking back at the door, I thought the noise was so loud that the mistress could hear it. But nothing happened. Then I decided to see if this is really what I need. Opening the thick volume, I immediately realised that this is not a cookbook. There was a bunch of pictures with a variety of plants and animals, as well as various magic symbols. Out of boredom, I flipped through a few pages and suddenly saw something that piqued my interest. The recipe for a potion that causes sexual desire. CV, this is what you're putting me through. Weird illustrated potion love book stories. This is what was written in a headline in quirky characters. Wow! It says that a person under the influence of a potion will experience strong sexual desire, which doesn't stop until they become satisfied. See, this is why you don't hire stalkers to work for you, because they're going to try their best to take some form of advantage and grope you in your sleep or drug you. This is its form of drugging someone, people. Okay? Just so you're aware. We may not use love potions. A lot of stalkers these days use chlorophyll, so yeah. I looked through the list of ingredients. It turned out to be full of the most ordinary things, such as the snail shell or raven feather. That is something that I could easily find in the woods. Yep, nothing beats a good snail shell in your potion. I wonder what would happen if I give this potion to Mistress. I got chills over my body when I imagined it. After all, if everything turns out okay and the potion works, the mistress will have no one to spend the night with other than me. And it has been my biggest dream. Maybe she'll like it, and she'll want to repeat it. Oh no, I should not even think about it. It's wrong. But the potion seems to be completely harmless. Golly, I have to try. I will brew the potion and add it to Miss Amethyst's dinner tonight. All of a sudden, I heard footsteps. It's probably just the mistress wandering around nearby. Without another thought, I tore the page from the recipe book and ran out of the library, hoping that Miss Amethyst wouldn't notice anything. I got to the first floor, away from the library, I was able to catch my breath. Golly! Why I was so eager to get involved in such an adventure. At the moment, a thought crossed my mind. What if I'll be sorry for what I'm going to do? But remembering the beautiful ass? I want to say ass. Oh well. But remembering the beautiful ass of my mistress, I decided that it's totally worth it. See, this is starting to get a little bit rapey. I mean, just the thought of her ass, you know, totally overruled the fact that she thought it might be wrong. Pumpkin! Why are you still not in the kitchen? Oh! I need to look for something in the woods. Some ingredients for dinner. Don't you have enough food ingredients in the kitchen? It's just, I wanted to cook something special. Well, with this music in the background, that's Incy Wincy Spider, and the fact that she wants to basically, you know, drug her, you know, boss, it's all a bit weird. It sounds scary. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Well, we'll see. Then hurry up, you don't have that much time. Soon it'll get dark and you don't want to get stuck in the middle of the forest in the dark, do you? Oh, so you're worried about me? Oh, how sweet of you. I just don't like the idea of searching for you at night in the forest if you get lost. I won't get lost, I swear. Well then, do what you want. Mistress is so cute when she worries about me. Maybe she really likes me. She just can't admit it herself. Oh, if that was the case, then I would be the happiest dryad in the world. Okay, I'll waste no time. Mistress is right, it's getting dark soon. And I still have dinner to cook. I left the house and took a closer look at the page with recipe. Well, well, what do we have here? Snail shell, raven feather, cru tree, ripe fruit, a pair of acorns collected on the north side of the oak, ground down, add halibut juice, simmer, then pour half a bottle of brandy. See, this is the thing that makes the potion, the brandy. Has nothing to do with the snail shells. She's basically just getting her drunk. Excellent! I think I saw cru and brandy in the kitchen. So I still have to find halibut, snail shell, acorns and raven feather. Frankly speaking, I have no idea where to go. But has that ever stopped me? Because I'm a stalker. A rapey one. I looked around. From the house of Miss Amethyst, there was a narrow path which ended with a fork near the edge of the forest. The right path passes through a small sunflower field, that one of our neighbours sowed, and the left path leads deep into the thicket. Hopefully, I'll find some of the ingredients out there somewhere. Let's go to the thicket. I think I have nothing to do. I think I have nothing to do on the field of Mr. Capustin. I'm going to call him Putin. I think I have nothing to do on the field of Mr. Putin. He's a pretty powerful dark magician. No, black magician. Dark magician? Is that a Yu-Gi-Oh card? Black magician. And if he'll see me there, he won't be too happy about it. In addition, in the forest, you can surely find something interesting. I think I really might find a couple of large oaks with acorns there. Or raven feather. Or snail shell. Having made the decision, I went into the woods. Here, in the shade of the thick trees, it was a little cooler than at the clearing where our house was. And that's lucky, because I was still in the long quest for ingredients for the potion. I deepened further and further into the forest, but hadn't noticed anything useful. But what's interesting, every now and then I came across Amanita shrooms. Why, when I was looking for them, I could not find any, but now they seem to have crept up from all the cracks. How is this even possible? And it always turns out that when you're looking for something, you can't find it. And when it is not needed anymore, you will come across it at every step. Although there was still a version of Amanita conspiracy against me, and they just wanted to drive me crazy. I haven't even had time to think what Amanita shrooms have against me. I came out of a small clearing. The first thing that struck me in the eye here, a huge raven who sat on a hummock and calmly looked at me.
Oh, look at his face. He's so big and black and beautiful. Look at his feathers. Just look at his feet. Isn't he beautiful?
Oh, he looked quite impressive. I can't simply attack him and get its feather, but I really need it. But this bird is almost my size. That's pretty damn big. Maybe I can try to talk to him. Getting his feather by force is not the brightest idea. I looked at his huge like a dagger beak and swallowed. Good afternoon. Raven still calmly looked at me, but no, it seems there was a drop of contempt in his eyes. Good weather today, isn't it? Raven remained calm. But yesterday the weather was not very...
What do you want from me?
Oh! Well, I was just wandering in the woods, and then suddenly I saw you. And I thought that I've never seen such a magnificent bird as you. Are you perhaps an eagle?
I'm a raven. You don't have to take me for a fool. Eagle? What a joke.
Flattery didn't work too bad.
So what do you want from me then?
I have a little problem, sir. I really need your feather. This is a matter of life and death.
Whose life and death? Why or what?
You could say that.
Like I don't have enough to do without giving away my feathers to anybody. I don't want to become naked. A naked raven is no better than any other chicken.
But please, I really, really need your feather. At least the smallest one.
I think I could help you, but only in exchange for a favour.
What favour?
I lived for 300 years, but in all of these years, I'd never seen boobs of a dryad. If you'll show me them, Okay, so be it. We'll give you my feather.
What? Such insolence! I asked for your feather politely. What kind of barter is that?
Do you need a feather or not? Either show me your boobs or get out of my meadow. I don't need such as you here.
Jeez, so what should I do? I think that stupid raven had gone too far. On the other hand, I really don't want to show him anything. But on the other hand, where I still find raven feather. What? But on the other hand, where I still... I looked at this talking beast and felt my cheeks filled flush with embarrassment. Bloody feathered pervert. Well, personally I want to throw a stone at the raven, but for thee, I'm going to show him the breasts. This is for you, Vivi. This is for you. I'm not sure if I should even argue with this nasty bird. In the end, he can just take and fly away, and then I'll stay without a feather. Oh, what didn't make for the sake of the night with Miss Amethyst. I've made up my mind. I'll do what he asks, if there's nothing else to be done. Okay, I'll do it. Look at that victorious beak smile. Trying not to look at him, I took off my top and stayed in shorts only. There was a joyful cawing and wings flapping. I noticed the glistening like buttons, black eyes of the feathered perv. Well, is this enough?
Caw! I knew it! Ordinary tits, just green. I've seen the better.
And by your reaction, one may think that this is the best thing you've ever seen.
A little, you know. Oh, the youth. Always so edgy.
Alright, was it enough for you? Now give me a feather, as you promised.
Feather? What feather?
You've got to be kidding me, right?
Is it a habit of yours to show your tits to everybody?
Well, you asked yourself.
You shouldn't listen to some talking birds and animals. Well, it's enough messing with you around.
Hey, wait! Raven lazily flapped its wings and without looking at me, flew off into the direction of the fields. Well, what a scoundrel! And he held me like that. Ugh! I don't even know if I'll find the feather today. But now I know for sure that to believe every forest pervert is at my own peril. Okay, I did everything I could and it's not my fault that I couldn't get hold of a feather. Anyway, I still have a long walk in the woods, so maybe I'll find the one a little later. I was a little upset that the raven so easily deceived me, but the thought of my holy mission gave me strength. Having decided that it is better not to waste time no more, I went forward thinking about where I should head first. I tried to somehow sort out where I am now and what lies ahead. As I recalled, there was a small swamp nearby, and if you'll go a little to the side, it was possible to stumble on the ruins of the old tower. And according to rumours, this tower was built by some hermit wizard over 100 years ago. They say it was his hiding place from the king, but it didn't go quite well for him. Anyway, the magician was found and executed for some misdeeds, while his tower was utterly destroyed. Okay, people, and with that I'm going to leave it. Actually, I'm going to head to the swamp and then save and then leave it. Perhaps the swamp is a good place to find some of the remaining ingredients for the potion. And yeah, if you liked this video, please like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed it, Vivi. I did this for you, woman. Yeah, so yeah, take care and catch you all on the flip side.